starting it. This is live. I'm just going to go over and check the page real quick. Yes!
Are we
are
on?
live.
Yay!
Yeah.
You don't have to go solo this week.
Awesome. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you this week. We are available and we are on time. If there's anybody out there, feel free to make comments in the chat. Let us know you're here real quick before we wait a couple minutes. Let stragglers get on.
Okay, that's me, but you know. Can you see the Google chat, Julie?
Hang on one second. I can.
Yay. Well, I'm in there. I can't see the one under
I was just going to the top team page just to make sure.
Cool.
But it is rolling, and I'm just going to check the top team group and just double check with them. I'm a little super anxious, making sure that everything is going the way it's supposed to be going. Everybody can see us. Everybody can hear us.
I have faith in you. Yay.
I posted in the group. I just get super nervous. I hear a kitty.
Oh, yes, that's Rascal. Rascal, go away. Don't make me
Everybody,
mute
we're going
you.
to get started here in a second. We're just making sure that everybody can see us, that you can hear us. We're just making sure that we are technically ready to go before we get going and before we actually start chatting and getting our hangout on. Iris Taylor says negative and no picture either.
Who says that?
You have to be kidding me.
Iris?
Iris Taylor, she said she's got no picture.
On my side is on and off. Sometimes I can hear Robin speaking, sometimes I can't.
Okay, get down.
I'm seeing and hearing everybody, but I'm not seeing them typing in the thing that they're not seeing stuff. So I'm seeing and hearing everybody, but I'm not seeing the.
Yeah, I just pulled up the top team, website, the web page, and I can see it recording on there.
Yep. Well, I can see and hear everybody.
Yeah,
so.
Mira. Okay, I've got people saying yes. I have both.
Okay. Well, it might be something at Iris's end then.
Okay. All right.
It's possible. Sometimes we have people that have to reset or just log back in again, and it'll work for them.
Okay. All right. So we are good to go. So I'm not gonna. I'll wait one more minute till 5:09. I'm 5 minutes is a good amount of time to wait, and then we can get rolling because we really want to respect people's time, and that's what we're about here, just giving you some value and respecting your time. So we'll just give it. All right, we're at 9:05 right now, so we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. My name is Julie Becker. I've got some great women on the panel tonight. We are the Women of Top Team. And the purpose of us coming together is to share information about what we're doing with you just give you our perspective on how we run our businesses, what's working for us, how we've been able to be successful, and just different things that we come across, different issues, different obstacles, different triumphs, different things that we do in our businesses. And really, again, it's just to share that information to you. So tonight, we were talking earlier, and tonight we're gonna talk about the power of community and asking for help. Last week I talked a little bit about obstacles and things that we have to overcome in businesses, but we really wanted to talk about the power of community because that's something that's been extremely powerful in our businesses. And last week I talked a lot, and I have a lot to say on this, and maybe I'll fill that up at the end, but I really want to let some other people talk this week, and I'm so excited. We have a lot of great people on the panel, and I want to let them speak and tell you about how the INFINii community has helped them, what it's done for their businesses, how asking for help has helped them, and why it's a strength and not a weakness. So I'm just going to go ahead and let the other ladies speak here and put myself on mute. I might just, if there's a lag, I might say, all right, you go next. But otherwise, I think it's time to let some other people talk here, so I'll just go ahead and mute myself out, and I'm going to go ahead and, we've got, I would really love to, and it's really cool, guys, we've got some people who are somewhat new to the business, and we even got a brand new person on here tonight, which is so cool. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with Letitia because she was so brave to get out here and so excited to do it, and I really wanted to start with her. And Letitia, what's awesome about this? When you can go and you can talk and it can be fun. You're nervous, but I'm going to go ahead and let you take the show. I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to let you run with it with the power of community and asking for help.
Thanks, Julie. Didn't want to go first, but I guess that we're going to go with this. First of all, my husband and I do this together as a team, and the reason we do that is because I didn't believe in it, and he did. But I believed in him, and I wanted to be his partner in everything he does. So we started doing this, and as I was learning how to post things and do eBay, I'm kind of one of those people, I can't sit and listen to videos for hours on end like he can. So I would get lost. I'd be like, why is this not working for me? And then he was like, well, we're in this group on Facebook. And I was like, oh, well, let me see what they're saying, because I can read forever. So I would go on and I would just troll the Top Team page for like the first 3 weeks that I was doing this with him. And there was a lot of really good information. But then it was like, Jeff kept saying, you guys aren't active. You don't have a voice. You got to like get in there and talk. So I'll be honest, when I first started talking, I would like act like I was him because I was not comfortable with being like, oh, well, this is Letitia and I want help. But I can tell you that our sales went from 2 or 3 a month to 2 or 3 a day after I started being active in Top Team and talking to everybody else. And it's really nice because I've had to help other people a couple of times just recently, but it was only because I'd already learned from other people on here. So I don't know. That's kind of like where I'm at. Like the community has definitely been something that has helped. I don't know. I'm a kind of a loner, so getting out of my box has always been something that's needs a push to do. And I actually, I don't know, I've gotten really excited seeing that this is something that we can do and that it is something that is going to allow me to be home with my kids on a regular basis, whereas before I wasn't. I don't know, I'm loving it in a way I never thought I could.
That is awesome. I love hearing that because a lot of us, frankly, are really uncomfortable. I mean, I can be a loner, too. I like to, to get done myself and move on. But I'm like you, Letitia. I mean, I found that the more I interacted and the more I bounced things off other people and the more I got involved, too. I mean, I wanted to. You guys were experiencing something. Like, well, I got to take more action. And then I would ask questions, and sometimes you're going to make mistakes, but people will help you fix them. That's the thing. That's that you can learn so much faster when you're interacting with people, and I think that's awesome that you've been able to like help other people too. I mean, how cool is that? Some people, and then you turn around and help other people, and that's an awesome cycle. I mean, that's the power of community, and asking for help is, I mean, that's just that's where it's at. You're stuck, and you don't have to stay stuck for it. I mean, did you ever have to? I've done it where I've been like, I'll stick on something like a hound dog, right? I'm on it, and it's been like hours. I'm like, just ask somebody to help me with this.
And it's really hard for me because I'm actually, my career is helping other people, and so when I don't have an answer, it's very frustrating because I'm used to being the one with the answers.
Right, definitely. I've been there and done that too, and it's humble. It is humbling, because let's say that, a lot of times I would say, I'll speak for myself. I wouldn't ask questions because I didn't want to look like a big dummy, just to be honest. But then I got over that. I had to get over myself and say, you know what? It doesn't matter what other people think. What matters is that I learn and that I'm able to take information and, so what if a couple people think I'm a big deal? There'll be other people that help me, and that's really all that matters. I just have to get over myself, and once I did that, it became a lot better. But awesome information. I love that. And you guys, I've seen you being active in the group, and it's funny, Letitia, because I knew at some point that you were working with your husband, but then I could tell. It was so funny. I watched one day and I was like, "This is Letitia." And you were like, "All right, I'm like taking over. I'm gonna like say this is me." I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna create her own Facebook profile and get hers herself."
Well, it's funny because she just texted me, but I have a friend who is watching this as we speak because I couldn't keep it to myself. I kept telling her about it when we were working together because we're kind of in the same boat where, she's got part-time hours, she needs something else, but the field that we're in, it's hard to get full-time hours. So, I'm so excited, and I hope that she really enjoys and learns from everybody else while we're doing this.
Oh, that's super exciting. That's awesome. I'm so glad that she's on tonight.
What do you do? Because I noticed that we have a lot of people who actually do this around the part-time and full-time jobs, and it's because they want to be able to be flexible with the job that they really do enjoy doing versus just having to work.
Well, I work in the chemical dependency field, and at the moment I actually work with homeless women who have addictions and mental health issues.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you have the flexibility to go ahead and do that even though it's part-time.
It is, and like I said, it's one of those fields that it takes years to build up to get into a full-time position. A lot of times you start off part-time, and a lot of people have to work 2 or 3 part-time jobs to make it all connect into one full-time paycheck.
That's amazing.
But with the hours that you work, that gets really taxing, especially if you have small kids at home like I do, because a lot of times the shifts are 12-hour shifts, or the second job wants you to do the weekends or the overnights, and it gets really tiring, and your kids start to wonder what does mommy look like now?
Yeah, been there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like you're helping so many people by doing that, and then able to do this to really help your family as well. It's great to be able to spend that time to help people because there's so many people that do need help out there. But then it's nice to be able to have something like INFINii and your e-commerce business too, because you could definitely do that part-time and then be able to do other things that you love too, and in making such a big difference. I absolutely love that. It's so awesome. Excellent. Awesome information. Good for you. We got rock stars on here. Listen to all these awesome people. do you have anything else you wanted to say, Letitia, or did you want to say anything else, or before we move on, or any other nuggets to give us?
I think that's all I have for now.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna thank you so much for coming out tonight. I mean, really, guys, if people are coming out of their comfort zones and really acting like they've been doing this for a while, right? I mean, just great job. I'm going to go ahead and I want to pass it over. Jeff last week was calling Robin and I, Thelma and Louise, and I was cracking up because I was trying to get that hang up to work, and I was having some technical difficulties. Robin and I were working on it, and she was so awesome.
I felt so bad.
Oh, she's such an amazing person, guys. I mean, she is in chats and in the groups and giving so much help to so many people. And she's got an amazing story too. And she's in the community a lot. She really is. And I remember, Robin, when you first came in, and you would post things periodically. But I remember specifically, you were one that would really start asking for help and asking for things. And I mean, I saw your business take off really quickly. I mean, it's like, guys, it's like amazing to watch when you see somebody new coming in the group, and then they're asking questions, and they're posting about new sales, and then you really see their business taking off, and it's the coolest thing to watch. But Ron, I'm going to mute myself and let you talk about, how the community helped you, and asking for help and all that stuff. Just go ahead and tell your story and tell everybody your experience.
Well, I actually started this quite a while ago, and like a lot of people, you kind of look at it and go, hey, that's awesome, and it's going to work amazing. And then I got in and started looking, and I was like, okay, can I do this? And, oh, wait, I have to learn that. Oh, well, that's nothing. That's basics. Okay, that's cool. And then what I found is that some of us are not very tech savvy, and even the basics are a tad scary. And so it took me a little while to get started. And then you see people posting, I made $5,000 this week and $10,000 this week, and I'm like, okay, I'm never going to do that. That's just not going to happen. And so you start to drag down a little. Well, the rest of the time I spent watching, I spent a lot of time reading in the group as well and watching people, and I watched all the training and I learned everything that I could from that. And so somebody posts a question, I go, oh, wait, I know the answer to that. So that's cool. And it sort of builds your esteem. When you help people, it helps you, because then you don't feel left out or feel like you're an odd man for asking a question. And so when I'd ask a question, people jump right in, give us the answers, and it didn't matter what time. I have one of those lives. My husband is a disabled vet, and we're raising my grandson, who is, Rascal, get down, who's a special needs child. So we spend a lot of time with school and with doctor appointments, and I have to be extremely flexible. And the company I'd been with before this was, to say the least, not very helpful and not very supportive. And they would be more than happy to tell you what to do and how to do it and follow that up with, but don't do it where I am. So the DSD and INFINii have at Top Team, oh my gosh, has become my second home. Even if I'm not actually in here, I'm turned on, so if my Facebook chimes, somebody sent me a message or I sent a message, whatever, you sort of become attached, and we really do end up family. You feel like you can just send a note in the group and you know who's going to respond. And that's amazing. It means you're never afraid to try something new. So in the process, I sell on eBay. I have Amazon, and I do. Hi, Debbie. And I sell on Amazon FBA, and I'm trying Bonanza. We'll see how that goes. And I actually created a marketing campaign, which I thought it's taken me 2 years to finally figure out, yes, I can do this. It just took me getting past being afraid of it. And that happened because I have people in Top Team that are willing to say, hey, it's okay. That it's not that scary. It's not that complicated. Here's the piece you need, or here's a picture how to do it. Here's a demonstration. Here's a video. You know, I did this. That's, you know, and so you can't beat having
Oh no.
a world of people to help you, and literally a world. We're 70 plus countries and growing, and Top Team is international. We're all over the place. So I can't think of any place better to be than in Top Team, and having men, women, whatever. I had posts that I put out today, and people in our upline were sharing my post. So, you know, you can't beat it. There's just not anything better than community and family feeling and knowing you have a place to go when you don't, you know, feel like you do. Rascal.
That's awesome. Good information, Robin. I mean, I love listening to your story, and I love listening to that every single time because, you know, it's true
Rascal.
that way, and it's just, you know, you say it so well. I mean, it really has become a family. Like, I always know I can go there, and I know I can just trust people there. I mean, they've been through the same things that you've been through, and I've been through, you know, at least obstacles within the e-commerce business or things that are going on. I mean, they understand what we're going through, and they've got lives, and they're trying to run their lives and create a business as well and grow it, and, you know, so we've got a lot in common. They're incredibly giving. You know, it's just been everybody that I talked to in there. And by the way, I just want to say just a real quick thank you to Jeff White, our Top Team leader, who put together this platform for us and for us to reach out and talk to all of you, because he's been a great leader. I mean, he created the Top Team, and he's created platforms for his downline members and for people to be able to help each other and help each other grow. And I'm learning
Absolutely.
from that, and I absolutely, you know, he's created a great environment. He really has created a great environment there.
I don't know if people
and
think about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I overthink things. It's just my nature. But I grew up in not the most positive scenario, and according to the shrink that I saw, most people wouldn't still be here after. You guys have no idea. And I got anything you did wrong was a negative. And then at work, anything you did wrong was a negative. There was always somebody who had some snide remark or some snappy comeback. And that's where we learn not to ask, is based on how people react when we do. And so it makes it hard for a lot of people to ask for help. And Top Team, you learn really quickly that the goal is we are here to help. I even have a little picture I've posted now and then that says, we are here to help you. And that in itself, just that feeling of not dreading asking a question and knowing that somebody's going to accept it, understand it, that more people are going to help, I think that in itself is just amazing.
yeah, awesome. Awesome. I couldn't agree more. Let's see, we have a couple more people that we have on the panel with us tonight. I don't know, Katia, if you are unmuted. Do you hear me? Can you speak, Katia, if you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. Listen, I just wanted to real quick introduce Katia to everybody. You know, it really blows my mind. She is very brand new to INFINii, extremely new, within a week, I think, or so, and you know, she has just been, you know, like, tell me how to connect everything, tell me what I need to do, show, you know, tell me how I can, you know, get involved. I mean, if you are a new person watching this webinar, maybe you're part of the Top Team, maybe you're not, but everyone's input is valuable. I wanted to come out and talk to you for a couple minutes because I think the perspective of a new person is really important. Some of us have been around for a while, and we have different perspectives. And I wanted her to share her perspective about the Top Team community and just her experience with it so far, and to give you some input, because I think that's extremely important and powerful. for probably a lot of people that are watching this. So I'm going to go ahead and shut my mic off, Katja, and I want you to just go
Okay.
ahead and talk about your experience with Top Team, and just tell us what you like about the community.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to thank you and all of the ladies that are there sharing their experience and their successes and their difficulties. And this is really awesome. I'm very excited to be in the top team, to have found the INFINii. It's incredible. And it's so funny because I signed up like 4 days ago. I'm not even a week old yet. And when I signed up, I was so nervous because I said, "Oh my God, I finally found the legitimate work from home opportunity that yes, I'm going to work hard, but I'm also will be able to do something great in this company." That when I signed up, I misspelled my email address. So here I am, all excited, trying to start the program. And I go to the back office and I upgraded to partner right away, and then the same second to partner plus, because I want to do everything kind of fast. So and then I'm trying to log into the INFINii network, and I couldn't because it would not let me change the password, and it would not let me change the password. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I just signed up and I'm already going to start asking for help. How awful is that? But I sent the support an email, and I was thinking, it's going to take them 2 or 3 days to answer the email, and this was in the morning. And to my surprise, about 8 hours later, I got a mail back with the help that I needed. But they didn't know that the problem was because I had signed up with a misspelled email address. So they kept working with me until they found out what the problem was. And I was thinking, okay, maybe I'm gonna have to close this account and open another one with the correct email address when they find out the email address was the problem. And then I got an email saying, no, we already changed the email address for you in the back office. You're ready to go. Everything's working. So I thought that was really phenomenal because I had never gotten help like that before. And I've been working online for about 5 years now. And I've tried not many, about 2 other opportunities, but I was in those companies for 3 years, and the other one a little bit longer. And I never had this quick response or help, never. When we contacted support when I contacted support for help, it would take at least 3 to 4 days for anybody to get back to me, and usually was not with the answer, was not, don't worry, we're gonna take care of this problem. Usually it was like a small email telling me, oh, you need to send this and this back to us. So here we go. I have to send them another email with more information that's going to take another 2 or 4 days to get back to me. So I think INFINii is like an awesome company, and I just started and I'm loving every second of it because of the experience that I had before when I'm setting up my account and getting training. Just by doing those things, I already know that everything is superior than anything else I've tried. And the other things I have paid a lot of money for. The first company that I joined, I had to pay $1,000 just to start in a level that I could make any money at all, because if I started at the $500 level, I wouldn't be able to do anything. So, and here we are starting a business, a legitimate business, where we are actually providing services for people that want to shop in the comfort of their home and with such a minimal investment. I think this is amazing. It just like blows my mind. And I'm just sorry that I didn't find this company before. And ladies, I want to apologize for my accent. I'm from Brazil, so I know that I have a very heavy accent. But I love people and I love to work online, and you know, it's an awesome opportunity, and the help is there. And then I emailed Julie right away too, because I was having all the problems because of the misspelled email address. So I was thinking, okay, nobody knows that I signed up, and I know that Julie is my sponsor, but did she even get any notification? And I want to get into the Facebook group. So I sent her an email right away because, again, support provided me with her email. And I emailed her and she added me to the group right away. Like I said, I only been doing this for like 4 days. And I'm almost all set up because I had a lot of help from this company and from Julie, and that's what's all about, you know, that I know it's hard to ask for help sometimes, even for me. Sometimes I say, oh, I should know that. Why? But when we ask for help, it's something very positive. It's not a negative thing if we are working with the right company and the right people. Hello?
Awesome, Katja. Thank you so much for offering all that information. You know, for people that are hearing that too, I mean, you know, I know that dealing with support can be tenuous sometimes, and you know, that's something that is kind of telling about a company now. And you were able to get a good response from INFINii support, which was awesome. And you know, I'm super excited about that. I know that different issues take longer periods of time, or you may maybe take longer periods of time to resolve. But just to let people know out there, I mean, we do have people that are, you know, here. I mean, the leadership has really spent a lot of time trying to beef up, especially the customer support, and being able to help our members and the partners and everyone that's involved with the company. They've spent a tremendous amount of time training people and really building up that staff so that we could provide good support, and so that's available to you. Our Facebook group is too, and I'm so glad that I know I was so worried when she sent me the email. I was like, shoot, I signed up with the wrong address. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, no wonder you weren't getting my emails. And so we're getting straightened out. And I'm, you know what, but I just wanted to just say, you know, for people, if you're in a place where you're, you know, not sure about, you know, connecting with people or asking people for help or doing any of that, I want to just tell you that I personally feel just amazing about that team. We've got a lot of great people in here. It's got some amazing leaders. There's so many people who are there and willing to help you, and you know, certainly the support staff at INFINii is help too. And hey, kudos to you, Katja, for coming out. I love your accent. It's beautiful.
No.
It's
Absolutely.
I love it, and I just want to commend you as a brand new person. I want to just commend your graciousness for coming out and speaking to people. Not everybody would do that, and it says a lot about you. So I just wanted to say thank you for doing that.
Oh, you're very welcome, and I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity. to be in a hangout, and I'm brand new. You know, like I said there was many years in other companies, and I never had the opportunity to be in a hangout. It seemed like all the top people that were already making a lot of money in this company, the ones that had all they were in the upline, that had all the downline people, they were the ones doing the hangouts, and there was never invitation for anybody else to participate. So this is another amazing thing to me, that I'm amazed that I was able to participate, and I just got in, you know. So I really want to encourage people of all walks of life, if they are listening, if you ever dreamed of working in the comfort of your home, and you know, working with a great company, no matter how old you are, because I'm 57-year-old grandma. You know, I'm not even uh, a native English speaker, and you know, if I can do this, everybody can do it. And I don't know how. I know that I'm going to do very well in this company because I have the desire and the passion to do so, and that's what we need. We need to have the desire and the passion and never give up.
So excited. I'm so excited just listening to you. It's just it's blowing my mind right now. I'm super super happy for you and
Thank
glad you're
you.
here. I'm glad you found us. I'm super excited to work with you and I
Me
mean honored to
too.
call you a partner. And
Thank you.
I hope everybody is listening and took a little note from that. I'm just gonna mix something that Jeff tells us, and Claudia made a very good point about she's a brand new person. And she said, and you let me participate. It's not that at all. We're here to give you value. We value all perspectives. Everybody's got something valuable to offer. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. What matters is that you know you value what you have and you want to give in return. And Jeff White, you know, says to us all the time, and I'm going to just copy him right here. You know, we're not gurus, but we do get paid like them. And when you work hard enough, when you follow the training, you ask for help, you're in this community, you have to participate in this community because it will really drive your business. You heard Letitia and you heard Robin. Like I said, we're not gurus, but we do get paid like them. And we don't pretend to be gurus, and we don't want to be gurus, and we don't want to be the people at the top. We're the only ones out hang out talking. You know, these people can't talk because they're too little. You know what? That's not the way we roll around here. So super glad you
That's,
came out, Katja, and
thank
thank
you.
you for participating. And I'm going to
Thank
bring
you.
out, actually, I'm going to move on now. We've got Miss George here. She's so awesome. I love listening to her and hearing the things that she does. She's an amazing person. The situations that she deals with day in and day out. Again, we're all busy people, but she's got, you know, a very, very full life. People she takes care of. She's a very, very selfless giver. I can just tell you that she just takes care of her family and is traveling all around and just gives so much. And yet she is building a flourishing business. And Georgia, I want to hear from you about what you think about the top team in the INFINii community and asking for help, because you're another. I remember, like, you guys, it's awesome. I remember when Jeff added you to the group, and you were always so super positive and excited, and just, you know, you were just like, it's gonna work, and and then the sales started coming in, and I was like, yes. So I'm gonna hand it over to you and just let you just talk about that, because it's more fun to listen to from you than from me.
Okay, thank you, Julie. I want you to know that it was very difficult for me to decide what to talk about tonight, because I was lying in bed last night thinking of all the different ideas and all the different things that I've experienced in my life that I wanted to share. But then I remembered that this was a weekly group, so I didn't have to say it all tonight. And then when I saw that we were going to talk about community, I said, okay, that kind of narrowed it down for me. I do want to say that the top team community and the INFINii community have been so supportive. And for somebody that has their own business, sometimes you feel like you're out on a limb and you don't know what to do, especially when you're new. I've been at this since September of 2014, and I absolutely love it. I've done a lot of businesses in my 62 years because I've always felt like I wanted to have my own business. I wanted to make my own rules. I wanted to have my own time. And although I went the route of when I graduated, I got a degree, and then I got a bachelor's degree in psychology. And then you figured out after you got your bachelor's, well, what are you going to do with this? Nothing. So then you go on to get the master's degree. So I got a master's degree in psychology, all while being a single parent with 2 kids and working full time. But I mean, that's not something that other people haven't done. So I'm not trying to toot my horn or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that through the years, I've always looked to do something on my own. And I have 2 other businesses that I do have along with what I'm doing here. But this year, just since January, I've had a lot of personal tragedy in my life. Just recently lost my dad, and I was there with him for the last couple of months, helping my mom take care of him. And so I really didn't have the time to devote to my business the way I wanted to, the way I was. I was really a fanatic about it. But then when you don't have a lot of time, you just have to kind of do it when you can. So all I really was able to do was to place my orders as opposed to continuing to list or go through the new trainings. But I want to let you know that the community part of this is what helped me, because I could always go to our group and I could always read the threads and keep up with what was happening and finding out the new things without actually having to participate. But I read the thread every day so that I could keep up, and then I entered my orders when I could. And I was so amazed when I was looking at one of my vendors the other day at how much business I had actually done without even trying. And I just looked it up here on the internet. Just since January, without actually working my business the way I like to work it, I've had like 115 sales since the beginning of the year. And I think that's phenomenal. And I know a lot of it had to do with me keeping in touch and just keeping in the know and asking questions when I could. But this community is so, so amazing. It feels like a family, and I actually call it the Top Team family. And when I sign someone up, the first thing I tell them to do is, once they read all of the new stuff for the newbies, is check the thread on your Top Team Facebook every day, because there are going to be people asking questions that you may be afraid to ask because you think you're going to feel stupid or whatever. But there are no stupid questions. If you don't know, you don't know. And the only way to find out is to ask. So for all the ladies out there who are thinking about starting a business, this is absolutely a great business to be in, because even though you're working for yourself, you're not working by yourself, you have all the support that you could possibly want and need from this group. And the people that participate in this group, they do it out of the goodness of their heart. They don't expect you. There's no payment involved. We just all support each other. And like Katia was saying, that everybody gets involved, not just the top earners. The top earners are just like everybody else. They're so down to earth, it's just amazing. And I know that there are a lot of people out there thinking about a business, and they're checking us out to see what we're all about. I actually went on the internet 2 or 3 days ago, and I typed in the Google search bar, I typed in home-based business, and there were 709 million hits for home-based business. So, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that need this, and I'm here to tell you that if you are coachable, and if you have the passion, and if you're willing to do what it takes, it's a simple business, but you do have to put the work in. But it's not difficult, and if you really have the passion and you're ready to get after it, then we're here to help you. That's it, Julie.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Georgia. I mean, I just, I remember you posting about the difficulties you were going through. I remember when you were in the hospital yourself too, and you know, people and the team just rallying around you. I mean, we want to be there for people, and we want to be there for our team members.
Yeah, I want to
They
address
all,
that a little bit, Julie. I
what's
want to
that?
address. I want to address that a little bit. The part
Okay.
about me being in the hospital. If you ever wanted to start your own business, don't think that you have all the time in the world. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. I'll do it when the time is right. The time is right now. When I ended up in the hospital, I was actually on the way to my 4-year-old grandson's birthday party. And before I knew it, I was in ICU, just out of the blue. I was in the hospital for a month. I coded. I almost died. And it's like, when I woke up, you have a whole different perspective about things. Whatever it is you want to do, you need to get it done because you don't know if tomorrow's going to be here.
Amen. There's nothing to say after that, but I was just like, but I'll tell you what, I mean, and your attitude always was like, I miss everybody, I'm sorry I can't be in there. Like, oh my gosh, you're in ICU and oh my goodness, get well, we're praying for you. But I'll tell you, you know what it takes, you have a great attitude, and people listen. A lot of us are talking about building our businesses, and by and large, I will tell you that a lot of us make our incomes from e-commerce. Sharing the business with the people there make great affiliate incomes too, and I'm not going to discount that. Awesome, rewards plan is excellent. But I just wanted to just reiterate with people that e-commerce is an amazing business. You can execute e-commerce and not be dependent on recruiting other people for your income. And I personally sleep really good at night knowing that. Now, I love helping other people, and I love sharing this business with other people because I've seen how many people it's helped, and people just, the people that I refer, they're just more successful. But you don't have to do that. It's just it's so amazing that it's so different. We've got a great thing going here, and we're just excited to share it. Thank you so much, Georgia. I'm so happy that you were able to be here with us tonight. I want to just thank you so much for your time, and I know
You're
you're
welcome.
moving too, so I really, really appreciate it. I know I have one other panelist here, and I don't know if she's on or not. Debbie Moore. I asked her to be on. Debbie, are you on? I see her little name in the icon, but I don't know that she's on or not. I held a little practice today, and just so you know, I practice with people too. So if you're in the top team, and you're one of the ladies, and you're watching this, and you want to be on the panel, know that I will practice with you, and I will help you out to get on these hangouts and help you to feel comfortable if it's something that you want to do. As you see, you can turn on the video if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Hearing your voice is great, and we just love just to hear your voice. However you want to communicate is awesome. I don't know if Debbie's set up right, but if not, then I'm going to personally connect up with her so I can get her on, because she is just spunky. She is awesome, and I really super want to hear from her.
Debbie is flying through everything. Debbie is soaring all over the place right now.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's fairly, I would say she's probably, I don't know for sure, a couple of months maybe.
Yep.
Been involved. But yeah, she's doing fantastic, taking action. She's very active in the group too, and she's going to tell you about the power of the community. But I think we're going to have to let her tell you about that the next time she gets on, because I don't think she's able to connect it at this point in time. And guys, listen, we've been going for 50 minutes. Our goal here is to give you some great information about Top Team, the women of Top Team, how we look at things, how we do things. We want to respect your time. We know that you're on lots of Hangouts. You get lots of information. You're inundated with information. So our goal is not to keep you on here all night long. I think we've conveyed a lot of really great information to you. Thank you to the panelists. Thank you for everybody being on here. If you do notice and you're on the Hangout page, if you are somebody who wants to go ahead and get started, there's a little yellow button, and whoever invited you here sent you this Hangout page. And if you want to go ahead and get started, you can click that yellow button and you can go ahead and get started. Your sponsor's just waiting to add you to our top team community and welcome you to the group, and we'll be there to say, hey, welcome aboard. But thank you all for joining us. With that, I think we're going to go ahead and conclude it for tonight. Ladies, let's give a big goodbye.
Yay!
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, that was it.